Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. Today is Monday, I don't even know, 20 something of February, and I am currently 10 weeks and 3 days pregnant, which I cannot believe. I know I say this in every video, but time is going by so fast. The weeks are just flying by. I'm already a quarter way through this pregnancy, and to me, that's just crazy. Crazy, crazy. Um, so I'm gonna do my 9 and 10 week update because I what 9 weeks was like the whole ninth week was not good for me at all. I was sick, and I'll get into that in a minute, but I didn't have the energy nor the motivation to do an update that week. So I'm going to do that really quickly right now. At the beginning of 9 weeks, I went in for my dating ultrasound. I was according to my last menstrual period, I was 9 weeks and 3 days, and the baby measured a little bit behind, like a few days behind, and she told me that the baby was measuring at 8 weeks and 6 days. So they said the baby's size is gonna fluctuate. It's never gonna, be perfect, and to just keep going by, keep tracking the pregnancy by my last menstrual period and not by the size of the baby, because it's still really early and it's still really small to accurately, track progress of pregnancy. So she said it's probably just because I ovulated a few days later, later in my cycle, and it's nothing to worry about. So I'm not worried at all, and I'm just gonna keep tracking my pregnancy the same as I was before. So nothing has changed. For a few days during the 9th week, my nausea sort of went away. I thought it was going away, and I thought that I could do without the medication, the Diclexin that my doctor had prescribed to me. So I stopped taking it for a few days, and actually last Wednesday, sort of a bomb went off, and I could not hold anything down. I was entirely sick and nauseous, and I was throwing up the entire day. I could not keep food nor liquid in my body, and it was getting to the point where I thought I might have to go to the ER to get an IV because I was starting to get dehydrated, and I couldn't even keep water in my stomach. So it was a really, really bad day, and I literally felt like I was hungover. I had the worst headache, and I couldn't sleep, and I was just uncomfortable, and I was hungry, and it was like the worst day in the world. So that night I started taking the medication again. The next day I felt completely fine. I was able to eat, and I was able to drink, and actually the next day, after that really sick day, we had to fly. So it was like, I don't know how I got through it, but I did. So ever since then, I have been feeling totally fine. I've been taking the Diclexin every day, just like my doctor told me to, and I've been feeling totally fine. I'm still super tired. I have absolutely no energy to do anything, and part of that is because of the medication. It did say that it would make me really tired, which it does. And pregnancy in general, especially in the first trimester, just makes you really, really sleepy. So I've been feeling really tired. I haven't been feeling a difference in my waist or in my weight. I haven't been measuring though, and I haven't been, tracking my weight or anything. She did take my weight when I went for my doctor's appointment a couple weeks ago. So I don't know really how much it's changed since then. So at the end of last week, before I turned 10 weeks pregnant, my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law came over and gave us some books. And this is Zachary's first biological child, so they're very, very excited, and they're just over the moon. And like we said in a previous video, they weren't sure if Zachary would be able to have children, so they're just really, really excited for us, and they're excited for the baby, and they're just excited. So they got him Unconditional Parenting, and they got me The 10 Habits of Happy Mothers. So my mother-in-law was telling me that when she was pregnant, she read a lot of books, and I'm actually been into reading a lot about pregnancy and about, motherhood and transitioning from having one child to 2 children. And so I thought these books would come in really handy. We both can read both of them, so that's really good. They also got Madison some books too, because she's going to be an older sibling, and we haven't even told her yet because we're still not ready to tell everybody, and we have a feeling if we tell her what's going on, she's just going to want to tell everybody. So we're going to wait until 12 weeks to tell her, but she has a couple of big sister books. And to her, she is a big sister anyway, because she has, my little sister just had a baby girl, and in my family, all of my siblings' children, they all consider each other siblings, if that makes any sense. So Madison already has a bunch of sisters and one brother, but this will be her first, I guess, biological, like, actual sister. But anyway, she calls her little cousins her sisters, so she's the big sister anyway. But this will be her first, like, actual little sibling. So there's another one called What's in There? All About Before You Were Born, and it's actually a really neat book. It talks about, you know, pregnancy and giving birth and everything, and explains it in a way that a child would understand, which is really cool. So I thought that was really, really neat, and a really cool gift from my in-laws. So that was it for week 9. Week 10 was really hectic. Like I said, actually week 10 just started. Or is it like the week before? I'm getting myself mixed up. But anyway, I'm now 10 weeks and 3 days pregnant. So baby is the size of a kumquat, and I'm not sure exactly what that is. I think it's some type of like tiny little orange or something. But he measures in at 2 inches. And over the weekend, like I said, we traveled and we started telling our extended family and our friends, because we don't always get to see them in person, and when we do, it's a very rare occasion. We're not going to be able to see them for a couple more months, so we decided that we would go ahead and tell them right now. Even though we're a couple weeks away from the second trimester, we figured we've been given a clean bill of health from the doctor, and the ultrasound looked really good, so we thought it would be okay to tell a few people a couple weeks early. So we started telling Zachary's aunties and his uncles and his cousins and a couple of family friends. During the weekend, I was feeling super tired, and it's probably because we were traveling, and I was just really tired. And like I said, I've been on the Diclexin every day since last Thursday. So I'm just super tired, and I've been having such a hard time getting up in the morning, and I slept pretty late today. I'll be honest, I slept until like 11. That's like really late. My appetite has picked up. I've been eating pretty well in the past few days, and actually for the first time in a long time, I had a burger yesterday. I've just been totally turned off of like fast food and burgers and bacon, and what's really weird is I've been having aversions to coffee, bacon, onions, burgers, like lots of different kinds of junk food, pop. I've just been totally turned off to all of those foods, and before I got pregnant, I loved each and every one of those foods. So I just think the aversion to those foods specifically, especially coffee and bacon, I'm like, why am I not wanting to eat these foods? They're so delicious. But anyway, so I weighed myself, and I am 1 pound less than my pre-pregnancy weight, which is a lot better than a couple weeks ago. I think I lost like 5 pounds in total since I found out I was pregnant, and now I'm only 1 pound away from my pre-pregnancy weight. So that means I'm starting to gain weight, thankfully. In my waist, I have gained 2 inches, although I don't feel like I'm starting to show just yet. I do have a little bit of pudge in my like midsection, so like I have a bump there anyway, but no baby bump just yet. So probably in a couple weeks I'll start showing the progression of my belly. The only other change that I've had since last week was backache. I'm finding it uncomfortable to lay down, to sit for long periods of time, to stand for long periods of time. I'm just having a lot of backache, and sometimes it'll just be because, you know, I'll wake up with it, or it'll just come out of nowhere. So that's pretty much it. I have another doctor's appointment in a couple more weeks, and I have blood work and a whole bunch of other things going on next week that I will talk about in my next video. So that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.